back to my channel. It is me, Jasmine, the Buffet Witch. You already know that. We're not going to go through it. Welcome back to my Beauty Bay playlist. I am jumping back onto this. We paused all of the things so that we could have Quickie Month for the month of November. That went swimmingly, and I hope you enjoyed. I thank you for watching. You guys are amazing. But we're jumping back into my 42 pan Beauty Bay palettes, and we are getting back into the saddle with the Midnights, arguably the best palette to me from their 42 pan collection. So this is going to be your Blurple palette, and it is absolutely stunning. I have recently, honestly, I feel like in the last 3-ish weeks, I'd say the last month and a half, I have really developed a love for a super dark outer V. So dark shades, deep shades, or like deepening shades, blues and blacks have become my bread and butter. So when it came to this palette, I already knew the first look was going to be dark. But there's something about blue and purple that can be dark but also feels rather light, you know? I really like the look that I came up with. By now, since I've done but I've already used 3 or 4 of the palettes that I have. I have 8 of them. I've already reminded myself of this formula and that there can be some issue with using too many shades. In this look, I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shades. I did actually add my Meta Glow highlighter from Essence for my inner corner, and actually I used the blue one as well just to give the lid a little extra oomph. I don't want to be too strict on myself because the goal is to use the palettes on their own, but I can never pass up a chance to use a holographic eyeshadow or powder for my inner corner, or a brow bone for a little intergalactic shine. I can't help it. So I did add those 2 things, but everything else is from this palette. Blurples for me are just very, very comfortable together. I don't ever feel like I have a hard time blending purple and blue together. I always can come up with a color scheme, a different like placement, you know, method when I use these shades. So this palette in particular, I never really have to think too hard about, unlike the Earthy, which I really have to think about, which is for me a little bit strange because I love green, but there have been a few green palettes in my life that have given me pause. But as it stands, I really, really love this palette. I feel like this is the one that they should have brought back as of today. Hold on, let me check, because Beauty Bay been playing me. Like I said, I was talking about these palettes when I decided I was going to do this playlist, and at the time, the 42 pan Earthy and Midnight were no longer available. They were not showing up on Beauty Bay's website. Then shortly after doing that, Beauty Bay brought back the 42 pan Earthy palette. They brought back the 16 pan Midnight palette. And while that palette is still nice, they need to bring back the 42. The 42 pan is just a breed of its own. It's just better than the smaller curated palettes. So let me just check really quick to see if it is available or if they still only have the 16 pan, which I'm not seeing because you're showing me all palettes. I just want Beauty Bay palettes. I'm sorry guys, I am very low energy right now. Jeez. Okay. So and it's very weird that the 42 pan Earthy and Midnight are not in any of the like vaults that they do. And right now I don't even see the Earthy anymore. So maybe they brought that back for a limited time. Maybe it was a glitch in the matrix and it was never actually there to begin with. But I could have sworn that the Earthy palette was back in stock and that the 16 pan Midnight palette was back in stock. Unfortunately, I don't see those, and I really feel like they need to bring these back because these are amazing. All of the 42 pan palettes are really good, but these two, this one and the Earthy kind of are in a league of their own. Like the green palette and the Blurple palette just feel like they deserve a spot in the permanent line. But what do I know? I'm just the buffet witch, okay? But yeah, so the Midnight will definitely be the easiest palette that I use out of all of these because I never have an issue. I never, ever have an issue. And it's the one palette, I want to say, that I don't ever feel like I'm doing too much. The Earthy makes me feel like I'm doing too much because of the color scheme with that like the two rusty rows or columns. No, the rows. Those, I have a hard time blending those with the greens. But yeah, this one, she's not gonna give us any problem. So I hope you guys are looking forward to me continuing that series. It is definitely going to be probably a weekly video. So I'm gonna get started on those for you because I kind of fell off doing all the quickies. I was preoccupied. But yeah, I really, really like this look. I love a nice light blue, kind of icy blue lid moment. And I just love the purple interquarter, nice and highlighty and galactic and delicious. I just paired it with the Nubian Nude Gloss because I didn't want to do any lips. I just did a lip swatch video. It was a lot. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning into my channel. It has been me, Jasmine the Buffet Witch, and you already know that because you be knowing things and such. Go ahead, drink some waters. Really, drink some waters, okay? I feel so weird right now, and I'm hoping it's just dehydration. So I got some. I need to drink water, but I'm like, aloe juice. That's close. That's close enough, right? But take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.